I'm with the Sword of the Spirit. We're coming back at you another Monday Night Fire. And the topic of today is resist the devil. The topic is resist the devil. Because when you resist the devil, he will flee. It's just like the devil can use anyone in your family, or your co-worker, or anybody to come into to destroy it or try to interrupt something that the Most High has got you focused on. So you have to resist the devil. The devil come all forms, shape, and size. He come all forms. Just coming, just a little short, little class about resisting the devil. The first precept I'm gonna get is John, Saint John, chapter 8 and verse 32. It says this here, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Here it is again. It say, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So the truth is, the Most High told us, resist the devil, and he will flee from us. We got to resist anything is not lined up with the Most High. You have to resist it, and it's going to flee. Okay, so the second is Proverbs. We're gonna go to Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5. It said, "Trust in the Lord. Whatever the Most High tell you to do, trust the Most High." Okay, you got to put all your trust in it. So it said, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart." Mean trust the Lord with all your mind, not with your feelings, not with nothing else but your mind, your heart. It's your mind right here. And when he said trust the Lord with then all, it said trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not to your own understanding. Mean when you start leaning on your own understanding and you not trusting the Most High, that's when the devil's there. The devil always been right there. Everything, you know what I'm saying? Because he's what? He's the accuser of the brethren. We're going to get that scripture that the Most High said that Satan, Master Tima, that's his name. We're going to get into that too with his real name. His real name is Master Tima. You know what I'm saying? And he was always there when something when Abraham, he told the Most High told Abraham to sacrifice Isaac, and what we finna get that we finna get that scripture, because we're gonna know who was there, because he said he was telling the Most High he's not gonna do it. So we're gonna get in that scripture. See, these the book, the hidden books that they tell us not to read, but all this stuff here, these the books that we need to read, because it gonna fill in the blanks. Okay, it said trust in the Lord with all thine heart, lean not to your own understanding. It said don't lean not to your own understanding, because you lean on your own understanding, you gonna go against the Most High, and you gonna what? Listen to the devil. It said, in all thy ways acknowledge him. Whatever you're going through, what like Job was, when Job was going through, he had souls, he lost everything. He still acknowledged the Most High. He still acknowledged him. He didn't curse the Most High. He stayed focused, because the Most High bragged on Job. And he also bragged on Abraham too. We're going to get into that. Okay. He said, in thy own understanding, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. He said, He said, once you trust in the Most High with all your heart, trust what the Most High give you. You know what I'm saying? The Most High give us a instinct that something is wrong. Go by your instinct. That's your first thing. That's by your instinct. But then you lean it on your own understanding. Then somebody else starts saying something in your ear. All they're doing is throwing you off the track. Because that's what Satan do. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy and cause confusion. That's why the Most High say he's not the author of confusion. Okay. Now we're gonna go to Revelation. We're gonna find out who this accuser is and where he was at. What he do day and night. He do this day and night. He's an accuser. So why you want to serve someone gonna accuse you to the Father? Why you want to follow someone that's gonna accuse you to the Father? That don't even make sense. Because he's the accuser. Watch this. Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 10. It says, this is Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 10. Listen up, Israel. Listen up clearly. It said, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ, for the accuser. He said, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. Why do you want to serve Master Tima? That's his name. See, you know what I'm saying? They changed the name. They changed the game. They gave him name like they give Yahuwah. Yahuwah. You know what I'm saying? All different names. Because we're going to get into that when we get in Jubilee. But he telling you, this accuser, who got cast down? Who got thrown out of heaven? Master Tima. He was the beautiful angel. He was the saint. He was the everything. But he's the accuser of the brother. See, when you go do what he was telling you, and when you start listening to him, you start listening to Master Tima, and then what Master Tima do? He go right back and tell the Father, look at it. See, I told you he's not faithful to you. So. He is the accuser. So people, wake up. Look at things, you know what I'm saying, as it come to you. When the Most High got you on something, it's gonna always be somebody the Master Tima using. The devil is using. And you say, then you start listening to him, and then you start listening to that person that the devil sent to you, and you start listening, and then what? You start leaning to your own understanding. See, you ain't trusting the Most High God with all your heart like you said that you trust him. Because what? The accuser right there. Everything the Most High tell you, the accuser right there. Lord, he ain't, Yahweh, he ain't gonna do it. He is not faithful. But Yahweh got faith in you. And we always let him down. Me, everybody. Except the men that passed the test. Abraham passed it. Job passed it. Christ passed it. Okay. Now we're gonna get to we're gonna go to the next one. We're gonna go to Jubilee. We're gonna go to Jubilee. Jubilee is the hidden books, people. It's you know what I'm saying, it's just the Apocrypha. That means hidden books. This is something they took away from the Bible. So we'll be, you know what I'm saying, misinformed, and then we start reading the Bible, and then we be lost. But the Most High gave us the tools and everything to put the puzzles together. Okay? This is the book of Jubilee, chapter what's it? Jubilee, chapter 17, and verse 16. Okay. He say, and the prince, he's a prince, Master Temah, who he said he's a prince, Master Temah. Okay. Came and said before God, behold, Abraham loved Isaac. The accuser, the devil, Master Temah, is telling the Most High. He said, he telling the Most High, Abraham loved Isaac, his son, and he delight in him. He telling all this stuff to the Most High. Abraham delighted in Isaac. He loved Isaac. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to do this. This is the accuser. This is the one that we always listen to, and we fall and he accuse us. See, I told you, Lord, he ain't gonna do. He or she's not gonna do it. See, I told. Look. I made them. You know what I'm saying? They not faithful. But look. But check this out. What he did right here? He said he delight in him above all things else. He know that Abraham loved Isaac. He know all these things, right? Okay, watch this. He said, bid him, offer him as a burnt offering on the altar, and thou wilt see if he will do this. See, he is telling, he's telling the Most High. He said, the Most High, you said that Abraham is faithful. He all these things to me, you know, said to you, where he put his son and give his son to you as a sacrifice. This is what the accuser is doing. Okay? He will do this. Command, and thou wilt know if he is faithful in everything wherein thou dost try him. See what I'm saying? He said now he's telling the Most High, try him. You know what I'm saying? The Most High already knew what's in Abraham. Abraham obeyed the Most High God word, his voice. When the Most High told Abraham to leave his family, leave that country and go over here, he did that. He trusted in the Most High. Now look at the accuser. Telling the Most High, oh, he loved his son. He delighted in his son. He ain't going to give his son to you, to a sacrifice. But watch this. Verse 17. And the Lord knew that Abraham was faithful. He said the Lord knew. Just like he knew that Job was faithful and Job was not going to curse him, he did the same thing to Abraham. See, you have to search. That's why he said study to show thyself approved. You got to study. And you'll find these things. It ain't just Job went through. The Most High bragged on. Abraham, he bragged on too. It's right here. And it says, I'm going to read it again. It said, Abraham was faithful in all his affliction. Did Job got an affliction and he was still faithful to the Most High? Can we be affliction, and still be faithful to the Most High? Can we do that? I'm talking to all Israel, my brothers and my sisters. Can we, in our affliction, can be faithful to the Most High? Okay? For he had tried him through his country and with famine. See, that's You know what I'm saying? When the Most High told Abraham to leave, to go over here, he was going to another country he don't know nothing about. He was trusting in the Most High. And he was up under the family. And he was trusting the Most High. Is we going to lean on our own understanding, or we going to listen to the accuser, Master Tima? That's his name. The devil. We call him Satan, devil, all these things. But his name is Master Tima. Okay? Salaki. My phone keep locking up on me. Salaki. So it says, a country and with famine, and had tried him with the wealth of king. He tried Abraham with wealth, with the king, with king. The king was giving Abraham all type of things, gold, silver, everything he needed. The Most High was doing that, was putting into the other king, was given to Abraham. Okay, and it said wealth and kings, and had tried him again through his wife. Tried through his wife. Tried through his wife. Okay. It said when she was torn from him and with circumcision, he had tried him through Ishmael. See, his wife tried Abraham. Okay. Now he's telling you about Ishmael. Ishmael was his first son, but he was not the promise. The covenant was not with Ishmael. It was with Isaac, right? And Agar, his maidservant, when he sent them away, and in every wherein he had tried him, he was found faithful. He was found faithful. Abraham was found faithful. He did not listen to the accuser, Master Tima. He didn't listen to him. He stayed and trusted the Most High. He said faithful, and his soul was not impatient, and he was not slow to act, for he was faithful and lover of the Lord. He loved the Lord. Then this chapter 18, he said, and God said to him, Abraham, and he said, behold, I am I. And he said, take thy beloved son, whom thou lovest, even Isaac, and go unto the high country and offer him on one of the mountains, which I will point out unto thee. See, now the Most High show the accuser that Abraham is faithful. Watch this. And he rose early in the morning and saddled his ass and took his 2 young men with him, and Isaac his son, and clove with wood, clay with the wood of the burnt offering, and said, and he went to the place on the 3rd day and saw the place afar off, and he came to a well of water, and he said to his young men, abide ye here with the ass, and I the lay shall go yonder, and when we have worship, we shall come again to you. He telling the servant, he said, hey, me and my son, we're to go up here and worship the Most High, and we're going to come back. Now, and he took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it on Isaac, like as his son. And he took his hand the fire and the knife, and they went both of them together to that place. And Isaac said to his father, and he said, here I am. I, my son? And he said unto him, Behold, the fire and the knife and the wood, but where is the sheep? And he said, For the burnt offering, father. And he said, God will provide. See, Abraham still had faith. He said, the Most High will provide. Okay? He still had faith in the Most High. He said he will provide for himself a sheep or for a burnt offering, my son. And he drew near to the place of the mount of God. And he built the altar. And he placed the wood on the altar and bound Isaac his son and placed him on the wood which was upon the altar and stretched forth his hand to take the knife to slay Isaac. To slay Isaac, his son. And he said, and I stood before him and before the prince of Master Tema. See, before Master, that's the accuser. The Most High said he stood before him and with the prince of Master Tema. And he said, and the Lord said, bid him not to lay his hand on the lay, nor to do anything to him. For I have shown that he feared the Lord. See, Abraham was faithful. He did not let nothing come in his way. He did not. I know things went to his mind like, man, I sure don't want to sacrifice my son to the Most High, but I'm gonna give it to him. He didn't like, no, I ain't gonna do it. He did it because he trusted the Most High. And the Most High told him not to touch the boy. Don't lay his hand. But he said, watch this. And said, and I called him from heaven and say unto him, Abraham, Abraham, and he was terrified and said, Behold, am I? And I say unto him, lay not thy hand upon the lay, neither do thou anything to him. For now I have shown that thou fearest the Lord and hast not withheld thy son, for the firstborn son from me. And said, the prince of Master Tema was put to shame. The devil was put to shame. Because what? He was putting it and telling, he was the accuser, telling the Most High, he is not going to do this here. He's not going to sacrifice his son to him. But look what Abraham did. He did it, and he had faith in the Most High. And what? And look what happened. He was in shame. He was in shame. And that's what we got to do. We got to put the devil in shame. And what? He put him in shame, then what? He gonna what? Flee from you. He gonna flee from you. See what I'm saying? So that's what happened. See, the accuser was right there the whole time, telling the Most High, he ain't gonna do it. Abraham delighted in his son. He loved his son. He this here. The Most High doing us the same way. He telling, look at my son right there. Look at this, son. Yeah, sometimes we fall. We got to get up, dust ourselves off. Because you got to remember, it says a just man's fall 7 times 70. He getting right back up because he's learning. So when he come back to that same test again, when he going to trial again, he gonna know how to pass it. He gonna obey the Most High. Okay. So like my phone keep burning out, you know. Go to the next one. We're gonna go to Luke. 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 We're gonna see what Christ did. Luke chapter 4 and verse 7. Watch this. If thou therefore will worship me, look, This what Master Tima told Satan. I mean, told the Most High Salaki, told Christ, Yahushua, told Christ. He said, if thou therefore will worship me, all shall be thine. And Christ said what? And Christ said, and Jesus answered and said unto him, get thee behind me, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. And then he brought him to Jerusalem and set him on a pedestal of the temple and said unto him, if thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down from hence. He said, for it is written, he shall give his angel charge over these to keep. See, that's what he do. He ain't tipping Yahushua. And watch Yahushua do. And in their hand they shall bear thee up, lest any time thou dash thy feet against the stone. And Yahushua answered and said unto him, it is said, thou shalt not tempt thy Lord thy God. See what I'm saying? He's telling him, you should not tempt thy Lord thy God. And when the devil had ended all the temptation, he departed from him for a season. See, he departed from him. He fled. Because Christ resisted him, told him. And that's what we got to do. Master Tima, he's the prince of this world. That's what everybody call the devil, called Satan. That's his name, Master Tima. He's gonna flee every time you stand up on the Most High God word. He's gonna what? He's gonna flee. He ain't got nothing else to do. He said, come back. And he said he flee from the from Yahushua to a season. What is that season? When he, you know what I'm saying, when Yahushua laid down his life. That's when he came back to him again. You want to do this for these people? See, that's what I'm saying. We get tempted like that all the time. Some of us make it, most of us fail. But if you fail and you fall, is you gonna get back up, or you gonna lay down in the mess? You got to get back up, because another test is coming. You got to be stronger than that. Okay. We're gonna go to James. James chapter 4. Chapter 4 and verse 7. He said, submit yourself, therefore, to God. He telling us, submit ourselves to his laws, statute, his commandments, and obedience, and be obedience. Submit to the Most High. He said, resist, and he telling us to resist resist the devil. He telling us to resist him. And then watch this. When you resist the devil, this is what he gonna do. He said, and he will flee from you. Did the same thing to Abraham. When Abraham was faithful and he did what the Most High told him to do, what the devil do? He left. Look what the Master Matima did. He left. He was sad. Because you've been all the accuser. He's the accuser day and night against us, people. Day and night. And we always let him win. And then we let him win, he go right back to the Father and being an accuser against us. See, he pointing at her. See, look at him. Look at her. Look at him. He ain't faithful. She ain't faithful. But the Most High know what he put in us. He know what we gonna do. He know what we ain't gonna do. So what you gonna do today, brothers and sisters? You gonna resist the devil, and you are you gonna stay faithful to the Most High, keeping His laws, statutes, and commandments, keeping the feast days. Stop eating pork. Stop eating unclean food. It's so simple. We're gonna let God be true. We're gonna let every man be a liar, just like Master Tima is a liar. That the AKA that everybody call the devil, Satan. And that's it. I just had a little short, just edify the body today. Resist the devil, and when you resist the devil, he's gonna flee from you. When people come to you and you got that negative stuff or negative energy, resist the devil, because the devil is using them to get you out of your character or your element. And with that, I say shalom, and keep the law, statute, and commandment, my brother and sister. And I'll see you next week. Shalom.